Hi, it's Agnes here again. I was thinking about what to say on this video because I sort of knew where I was going to go, and it was going to be one of those. It's got nothing to do with business, but the more I thought about it, the more I thought, no, in some ways it does have something to do with business. A couple of days ago I mentioned that my neighbor next door, an elderly gentleman, his dog went walkabout and has not come home. It's coming up a week now and the dog is still not back, has not been found. And everybody's really worried, and seeing as how I'm his go-to person, I've been trying to spend a few hours every day doing something proactive. Yesterday, I think it was, it occurred to me that the people who are on the ground in this town and get all over town are a group of primarily men, probably in the 40 to 60 age group, who are mostly homeless, but they've all got bicycles, and they go from one end of town to the other looking for recyclables. So, pop can on the street or stuff in the garbage, whatever. These guys, that's how they make their living. They collect it up in big bags, and when they've got a couple of huge bags, you see them sort of attached to their bicycles heading over to the recycle depot. So I stopped at two different gathering places for these guys and showed them the picture of these dogs, and they were all over it. They were worried about the dog, they were worried about my neighbor, anything at all they could do to help. And obviously the easiest thing is just have someone call the SPCA, because the SPCA knows this dog's missing and knows we're pulling out all the stops to try and find it. And both groups, the second group of guys, they were a bit younger, and they were all over it. And I sort of laughed. I said, yeah, you guys are my ground troops. And they were like, oh yeah, we're ground troops. It was something they had, it was like an assignment, and they were so gung-ho. And they started, like asking about, well, like I got this card on the back that I put all my stuff in, would the dog go in that? And they were really concerned about like how to proceed once they found the dog. I mean, it was not a matter of if they were going to find the dog, it's a matter of when they find the dog, and here's hoping. But at any rate, every one of them came on board with concern and generosity. And it occurred to me that so many people, because these guys don't shave, their clothes are pretty grubby, some of them smell pretty bad, they haven't had a haircut, a lot of people avoid these guys. And I don't, because I've experienced them in past lives and never ever had a negative encounter with them. And it occurred to me how much we stereotype people. And this is where I'm going to tie it into the business angle now, of making sure that you don't stereotype, whether it's potential clients, or should you, take your message there, whatever. And obviously there's always going to be, the right time, the right place, the right person. But don't rule out things just because of stereotypes. Just keep your mind open, and you'd be surprised where help, generosity, and concern come from. So that's my message today. Keep your fingers crossed that we find this little dog. She's an older dog, and yeah, she's been spotted. That's the good news. So she's still out there somewhere. And we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. It's Agnes. Bye.